Morning, welcome back. We're up to the 13th of December. I've been raking hay, so it's a bit after 6, about 20 past 6 now. I got up about 3 and came out. So I've got one half of the pivot done. I need to go and run some sheep in at the other farm and have a bit of a draft up before it sort of warms up. So I'll sort of pull the pin on here now. Actually forgot about starting the video a bit earlier. Actually, I was going to do it first up, and it was dark, and obviously, and you wouldn't have been able to see a hell of a lot. So there's going to be a bit here, which is good. It's got good colour and that in it, which it's going to make nice stuff. Pivot's still going, and the flood will finish. Flood irrigation on the corn here at home will finish this morning. Just tossing up whether I start water the other block of corn. I probably need to, given the hot few days we've got coming up. We'll go home and order that and have a bit of breakfast, and then move on to the next job. The last bay of the corn will pump. I think it'll finish about 6:30, so I might have to duck down there first and just change the doors over. The pivot's been just pumping out of the water that's been stored in the dam, so it'll actually, I thought it might have stopped by now, it'll actually be nearly empty, so I need to swap the water so it's running in there, and then what water's left in the recycle dam we'll use to pump out to water the last bay. So I think I mentioned on the last one, we haven't quite finished. We did a tyre on the mower. That tyre was it's the original tyre, and was splitting in the walls. We had, what had we done? I've already replaced one side, so it was only a matter of time the other side was going to go. So I need to get Brendan's down contract raking with his tractor and rake this morning. So once he sort of gets finished, I'll get him back here and get him to finish off cutting the pivot, and then we can get the Magnum on the baler. I'll probably start and bale some of our hay here in the morning, I think, depending on what sort of day it is today. But he's got probably 4 hours left here to finish cutting. So, and then Tony's going to get onto the paddock more spraying. So he got the new block done yesterday, get shifted out the back this morning and get a start out there. Anyway, we'll go and see what we can find. Slowly, it's warming up. It's 22 degrees. There's not too many young ewes in here, so it'll be interesting to see how many old ewes are in with the young ones. But there are quite a few rams, so we'll get them out. Really, dogs. Sit down. Dogs must be in a hurry because it's going to get hot. Anyway, Tony's out here spraying. Brendan's raking hay. Sheep doing a pretty good job in the stubbles here. Actually, there's a bit of volunteer stuff coming, but they're just nipping it off. So, we won't spray these ones for a while yet. Sit down. Sit down. Come on. Buzz. Jesse. All done. So I reckon I probably should count them. I'll have a quick drive around out with the young ewes, the new ewes, but I don't reckon, just looking at how many's here, that there's many boxed out that are out there. There's one in there I've got to catch. Yeah, but it's nice when the dogs have done a bit of work, like they're working every, a couple of times a week at the moment. So they like footage, like I suppose anything. If you're fit and you're in tune, they work well. So I was able to just fill that whole back pen up and leave that back gate open, and they would force them up to me. So it was, and what actually is good, because those young ewes haven't been through the yards before, it's actually upside of them getting boxed together is these old girls have been through the yards God knows how many times, so it's good to have, just to educate them a bit, so they're not as, like, we don't have to force them as hard next time. They are coming off station country up north, they are a bit feral, but it's purely just a thing, they need to be handled more. So yeah, anyway, it'll get better with time. It's a bit like trail feeding. Like, it would be good to have some old ewes with them just to educate them on trail feeding, because at the moment you're sort of driving the paddock and they run to the opposite corner. So anyway, I'll just catch this other one in there, and then yeah, we'll have a quick drive around, then we can let them out. Back at base camp, I just shot into town and got a pellet of string and some hydraulic oil for the fence. New tyres on, so I wasn't a lot of places to jack it, and Brendan didn't quite have it high enough, so I had to sort of get 2 bottle jacks under it to get it up high enough to get the wheel back on. So yeah, I'll get going here. Hopefully he won't be far away. Sarah's gone up to Corowa to get a new belt for the windrower, so once she gets back, I can go back out, or new fan belt for the windrower, because it's been slipping. We think that's why the engine's getting hot. So yeah, once she gets back, yeah, I'll head out there and try and get that done this arvo too. Forgot about you guys. Spent the last hour and a half talking rubbish to a mate on the phone, actually, that's on a header. So all done. It's a bit lumpy in spots, just the way it fed off the mats, but it's there's going to be a bit there, which will be good. So we'll give it a couple of days. I'll probably wait till after Monday's hot weather. The stuff that I cut yesterday, where it's a bit heavy, hasn't sort of dried that much. That's going to be the only problem, where it's a bit lumpy. It's going to take a bit of drying down, but it's, yeah, as I said, Monday they're talking 42 or 3 degrees C with a bit of wind, so that'll sort the job out. And then yeah, this will just allow the lucerne to freshen up and come back again. So yeah, anyway, so Brendan should be finished at home, and he was going to take the conditioner off and put the mower on, put the baler on the tractor and fill the string up and chuck some fuel in the tractor for us. So we'll try and get a bit in the bale tonight, or in the morning probably. We'll finish raking early, and then so we can get a bit in the bale. So yeah, it's what are we? We're 4:30, so about knock off time, being Friday. So just come over while we're going. We're on the watering front now that we've finished the flood at home. We'll give this stuff a drink while we're going. Over on the other block. It does look, being fresh country, not corn on corn, it is probably a bit more advanced than at home. These first couple of bays are a bit ordinary, but it's more a soil type thing than anything. But yeah, they have actually caught up a fair bit since the other day. So, or since probably last looked at them. But this had Josh I got him to put the what did I get him to put on here? Oh, the nutrient spray. I think we put some boron and some molly and some zinc also. So, but yeah, when you get down here, he's cracking pretty well down here further. But yeah, just looking at it, it's time. It wants a drink. So I'm just still waiting on the guys to come and put the probes in, so we can the moisture probes, so we got an idea of what's going on when we're irrigating. But yeah, no, it's cranking. It looks really good. I am going to try and get it pumped over here and try and get a bit of water out of this recycle dam too. Yeah, just because there's a fair bit here. So I do actually still have Josh's floating pump, so I might even just bring it over here perhaps. We ended up rebuilding it, so it'd be a good run just to see whether it runs all right, but also I've got a pump at home that we might get a motor for. We would have to change the base on it a bit, but we do need we've got quite a bit of water sitting over here. Yeah, so it's a job for next week or the week after. But yeah, we do definitely need to get a recycling pump over here so we can utilise this water. But yeah, we could just potentially just sit the floating pump, just in here, and we haven't got to lift the water very far. It's only got to come to here, so it wouldn't actually work too badly. Morning. I'm trying to get some hay in the bale. So I raked this other block this morning. Didn't get up to super early. This looks really green. It's got some weight in it. Come on. Ooh, 21%. So there was a bit of a dew this morning. We want that back down around 15, 18, a bit closer. It is quite heavy, the windrows here. Excuse me. So, yeah, we'll just see how we go. It is the weekend. It's probably the wrong time of the day, to be honest. Probably find it presses better with the dew coming on it, I've found. Not that I'm got great experience. We might go back over the other side. I reckon where the windrows aren't quite as heavy, it's still a bit ropey, so it's probably either got a bit of dew in it or it's not 100% quite right. So yeah, go back over that other side. The windrows are lighter, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Tony has come out this Saturday. Tony's come out. He's got one more load of spray to put out on some stubble, and then we're everything's up to date spraying wise for a bit, which is good. And then yeah, just see everyone sort of bunkering down for what it's going to do Monday. Talking 45 degrees, so it's going to be pretty warm, and even now it's starting to warm up. So anyway, we'll roll along here for a little bit and see how we go. So we've got about 30 out. One thing sort of rolling along it. About 14 kilometres an hour. This tractor's got cab suspension but no front suspension, and the paddocks, this loosened paddocks is starting to get quite rough. It used to be, before we put the irrigator up, it used to be 4 different paddocks, so the old channels have sunk a bit and the fence lines are sort of sinking or rising, whichever way you want to talk it. And then you've got crossing the pivot tracks as well, so yeah, it is getting rough enough. So the pressure's starting to sneak up a little bit, which sort of is telling me it's starting to dry out a little bit. I am sort of still on these lighter rows. Let's turn around here. I am skipping. I should have slowed down. I am skipping rows just so I'm not turning so sharp. So yeah, it's, what is it, 9:30, so I reckon if I get another hour I'll be doing well, I reckon. We'll just see. I sort of, again, I went over to that later stuff over there where it's heavier was cut later, only a day or something like that, but yeah, that will make a bit of difference with the moisture, but we'll just see. Once it warms up a little bit with the heavier windrows, it'll be, there's probably only an hour left here, so yeah, we'll see how we go. But touchwood, baler's going well, so yeah, getting a few out, which is nice. It's got really good colour and it's going to make pretty good stuff. So I'm not too sure. I'll probably will try and sell it, but I'm going to have to find a shed to stack it in. So whether we pull the machinery out of the end of the where the yards are, and stack it in there maybe. Anyway, it's no rush, it's not going to rain, so we've got a little bit of time to get organised, so we'll just won't worry about stacking it up over the weekend. Yeah, if the guys come out early Monday for a little bit, we might stack it up then, but anyway, we'll just see how it goes. sort of pull up and have a look and see what our moisture's doing. There's the colour of it. What have we got? 11. 12. So yeah, you can see where just looking when you keep an eye on the pressure, we can see as you go along, if you get a heavy, like a heavy windrow, the pressure drops off, but then when it, you run into a bit of dry stuff or a lighter windrow, it climbs back up again. So there's still a bit of juice in those heavier windrows. So yeah, anyway, we'll keep rolling, see how we go. Only probably got, I don't know, 10 or a dozen short rows left there, but you can just feel how quickly it's changed. Like it's just going to chaff now. So yeah, the sun has got quite a bit of heat in it. It's got the pro bit. This is the last one that come out. So I've cranked the pressure up, but I'll crank the load up, but the pressure's still going up. So yeah, it's all right. Like 14's about where we want it, but sort of say that was perfect actually. But it just feels it's probably only another 15 or 20 minutes. We keep rolling, get it done. It's probably still alright. Be good to get this block finished and then 17. And then yeah, we can do this other one that I raked in there this morning. Do it tonight, and then we can rake more tomorrow morning. Get up early and do a bit. So I'll keep going here and yeah, might try and get it finished. It's got the better of me. I've pulled up, so I've done 51. Yeah, good. It's got good colour in it, so hopefully it tests up really well. It's about, what is it? A bit after 10 past 10. So yeah, we'll get it tonight. There's only about there'd be 12 or 13, 14 hectares maybe at the most. So a couple of hours tonight. We'll get it rolled, and then yeah, as I said, we'll get up and rake a bit in the morning. But yeah, the pressure hit PSI went through the roof, so I'm just like, well, and there's only half a dozen runs left there, but anyway, it is what it is. So, all right, that might do. This one's over a few days, so not to worry. Yeah, it was starting to get on top of things. Tony's finished spraying the stubble spraying, as I mentioned, so he's knocked off. Yeah, so we are catching up, which is nice. All right, thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.